asked me, "Are you sure you're 13?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm 13." And he was like, "Can I still get your number?" This man was at least in his late 20s or early 30s. Isn't it just such a wonderful, beautiful day? Nothing could ruin this, right? I'm gonna ruin it. And you're gonna sit here and watch and listen like a good girl. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is men. Appreciate my good handwriting, by the way. I, for one, love men. I love them. I am 14 years old, so yes, I am young. Yes, I am a teenager, Gen Z, whatever you like to call it. So throughout my years from 11 to 14-year-old, I was not like a typical teen. My body was very involved, like really, really involved. So I used to get harassed a lot, especially by older men. And yet I was called ugly by men my age. So we're going to talk about that and my experiences that I have had as a preteen to a teenager with dealing with gross, disgusting pedophiles. Where should I start? Let's do a little background first, because it's my first video and you guys know nothing about me. Through elementary and middle school, it was like boys just had to make fun of me because of how I looked. Mostly because I was a loser, but you get the point. Because my looks were not attractive enough for them or something, I don't know. But as I grew up, I drew men's attention. Men, not boys. I was around 12 when men really started noticing me. Maybe because I had big balongos and bum-bums, if you catch my drift. A lot of these accidents where men would just catcall me and ask me for my phone numbers is when I was going to the corner store and probably buying some unhealthy snacks. I was basically used to it now, so I used to ignore them a lot. And let me just remind you, this was maybe when I was 11, but 12 to the age of 13. And I'm 14 now, so that says a lot. So I was walking to the corner store and I was wearing my favorite black top, which I still love to this day. And I think this was around Thanksgiving. I was basically walking and then this man stopped me and asked me for my phone number. And I basically rejected him. Most of them didn't even know my age. And when they did ask me for my age, I used to tell them a fake one. Because who would want to know they were hitting up a 13-year-old at the age of 20-something? You would feel really embarrassed. So I just used to let it go and forget about it after I rejected them. The same incident happened in the same month, I think the same year or the next year, but it doesn't really matter. I was wearing the same top. I think I was going to the store to just check some things out or to buy those really big soda bottles for like $1 some cents. Going to the store, I was about to enter. I saw this guy staring at me pretty hard like a weirdo. So I ignored him and went into the store.
Like, dude, I want to confront people like that. If I see someone staring at me that hard in public, I'm ignoring you, bro. Like, sure, what the hell are you staring at? But I'm not gonna confront you about it, because I'm what you call a zissy. The dude was wearing like this coat with this cross bag, and low-key, he was giving like a homeless fit. It was November. It was kind of hot still, so I didn't know what he was wearing that big coat for. This dude really came up to me and started asking me some questions like he was some FBI police, bro. Hi, how are you doing? You look good. What's your name? And I don't know why, but I actually answered this dude's questions. Like, what the hell was wrong with me back then?
He was like, "How old are you?"
And I was 12 at the time, but I still said, I'm 13. But you will still think a functioning grown adult human being will back off and be like, oh, my bad, I was just trying to pick you up like that. This man
really looked me dead in the eyes and asked me, "Are you sure you're 13?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm 13. And he was like, "Can I still get your number?" This man was at least in his late 20s or early 30s.
You're a grown adult asking a whole kid for her number, bro. Go home to your wife and kid. But I said, oh, I don't have a phone on me right now, just to let him down easy, because I'm a kind human being. I think he started digging his bag. I thought he was about to pull out a gun. But you would not believe what this dude really did next, bro.
This man for real took out a notebook, wrote his number on the paper, ripped it out, and gave it to me and told me to call him. I was like, yeah, for sure. I know damn well I was not gonna call. I threw away the paper, so I don't have it to this day. But after that, the man left the store, but he stayed outside the store and was kind of watching me and giving me like weird glances, and I was creeped out. So I went over to the register and I had nothing with me, and I was just talking to the girl. I told her my situation.
She started cracking some jokes just to make me feel better, and I did feel better. She told me I could use the back door so that he wouldn't follow me home or anything, and that girl was a whole W, man. And that's kind of it. I went home safely. I laughed about it with my friends, and I'm really glad I talked to the girl, because if I didn't, I would have been in trouble. But this is the end of the video. Make sure you guys stay safe out there and don't talk to strangers, especially if you're alone. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. And give me your recommendations on what you